Everyone, welcome to Learn Tech. Today we're going to learn on how to install a Docker container and install the Nginx web server in Docker container. To do that, we first need to have one EC2 instance, which I have already launched one, and it is currently in running status. So first, we have few commands to install the Docker and then run the Nginx web server within the Docker container. So to do that, let me just open up my notes where I have the commands for installing the Docker as well as installing the Nginx web server in the Docker container. So these are the very few commands that we're going to run in the EC2 server. So let's connect to the EC2 machine. So I have this one machine which is in running status at this moment. So I'll just select this server, click on connect. I'll use the EC2 instance connect option and hit connect. So it will connect to the EC2 server that we currently have on this account, right? So let's just wait for this moment. Okay, there it is. We have connected successfully to our EC2 machine, which is Amazon Linux 2023, and this is the IP address of our machine. That is the private IP address. So first we will run the command to install the Docker container here. So here it is the commands that I have for you, which is sudo yum install -y and docker. So paste it here, hit enter key. It will install the Docker on your EC2 machine. Okay. All right, the Docker has been installed. So just to check, we need to run the command to start the Docker. Okay, let's start the Docker container. All right, and let's just check the status if the Docker is active or it is not active yet. So copy and paste this one. So we can see the Docker is active now. We can see the status here. And next, we're going to install the Nginx and the Docker container. So with this command, we can check if there are any container running in this Docker container, right? So let me copy and paste docker ps-a, and okay, I'll need to change the user privilege. Sudo su will switch the user to root user, and now I can run the same command, which is docker ps-a, and there it is. So we do not have any container running on this machine at this moment. So you can see container ID, image, command, created status, ports, name. So there's nothing running at this moment. So we're going to install one, that is Nginx web server. So to do that, we first need to pull the images from the Docker Hub, and the command to pull the image for the Nginx web server would be docker pull Nginx and the version, right? So you can decide on which version you would like to install, right? Accordingly, you can simply put in the version details. So if you go to the Docker Hub, let me just show you. Official site for Docker Hub. Here it is. For Nginx, you can simply pull docker pull Nginx, and it will take the images from the Docker Hub to your local machine. It actually will download. So there are several versions that we have, but for now I'm just using the tag as latest. With this, the images that are going to pull from the Docker for the Nginx will be the latest one. So copy this command and then go to your server again and just paste it. So it's downloading now, as you can see, extracting, downloaded, completed, extracting, and now you have downloaded the newer image for Nginx latest, and this is the image that we have just downloaded. So to run this container, to run a container with this images that is being downloaded, we can simply run this command. Okay, so we're running this container in a daemon mode, and the port that we are mapping to this server is 8080 with 80, and the name for this particular container we are giving as web, right? And let's just hit enter. Okay, so you can see this is successfully created, and if you do now docker ps-a, you should see one active container. So there it is. So this is the container ID now we have. So if you go back to the previous command that we ran with docker ps, there was nothing within this header, right? So but now after we run the container for Nginx, we can see container ID. We have got this container ID for Nginx and the image that was used for Nginx from Docker Hub, which was downloaded, and these are the few other commands for Docker entry point created around 13 seconds ago as per the last command that we executed, and status currently is up. The ports that were mapped, as you can see in this command, 8080 with 80 ports, that's a TCP, and 8080 TCP port, and the name for this Nginx we have given as web, you can see. So now if you go to your ec2 instance using the public IP address, you should be able to access with port 8080 the Nginx web server. But for now it will not gonna work. It will just hang in there. It will never get the response from the server. The reason behind is because we have not allowed the port 8080 on this ec2 security group. So to do that, we can just simply go to security group and click on the security groups, go to the security group tab and check for the inbound rules. We only have one inbound rules, that is 22 ports, which is for SSH connection. We go to this edit inbound rule option, click on, we'll just add 8080 and then allow anywhere. We save this rule. So if you go back to this side where we have open this one, I should see the Nginx web server. There you go. So it says welcome to Nginx. So that's pretty much about this video. I hope you like this video. Thank you so much for watching my video.